This is Hidden Killers Week in Review.
A look back at the most prolific stories of the week. This is the Hidden Killers podcast with Tony Brueski.
Featuring retired FBI Special Agent Jennifer Coffindaffer.
Chad Daybell's trial well underway and lots of interesting testimony. Some old, some new, things we've seen before, and some new tricks up the sleeve of the prosecution as they reveal some very interesting moments in the life of Chad Daybell, specifically while the investigators were at his property and finding the bodies of JJ and Tylee, his farewell to his daughter. Very, very revealing, stating, "I'm not coming back." Joining me to discuss, Jennifer Coffindaffer, retired FBI Special Agent. It was kind of exciting to see a new video of Daybell. What was your reaction to all of that? It seemed a little bit of consciousness of guilt coming through there.
You know, or forecasting, right? He understood to me well his actions and that he was caught and it was over.
Mm-hmm.
He seemed so defeated, even on his call to Lori Vallow, you know, when he discusses they're in the backyard. And then this footage when he's addressing his daughter
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, describing, well, her things are in there. And you know, it was really revealing, I thought.
Yeah,
He'd given up.
He did. It was like an immediate give up, too. It wasn't like, I don't know why they're here. Like, we'll get this cleared up. It's like, well, here's go pay the mortgage. I'm not coming back. And just like, okay, like he knew this was coming, I think. I think he knew it was at some point, you know, when you have reporters following you around in Hawaii asking where the kids are, he had to have some clue that that the end was very near. I guess it also really opens up our eyes to the question of, well, how invested was he mentally in this? Was he invested the way Lori was? I think the answer to that's no.
I agree with you. I don't think he was. And it's really odd. It's almost like he had bought into his own just, you know, belief in all of this, you know, the honeymoon down in Hawaii, all of that. And then as fast as it was rolling in the trajectory, right? Kill all these people. Let's get married. Let's have a honeymoon, was as quickly as he realized he jumped back into reality. Does that make sense? He jumps into mystery world and then he comes back to reality and wow.
Yeah.
He knew he was done. He was sunk.
Money, sex, power. I mean, that's how it's always been described here. It's just kind of baffling. There was an element of me that was wondering, you know, does he really buy this stuff? And I think for a while I kind of thought he did, but I don't think it was there. It was all a facade because he really enjoyed the attention of having Lori, of having these friends, Zulema and the others that seem to follow them and think that you know, they were just the most righteous prophet type people. But again, it's like that was the motive for murder of killing children. It seems extreme, but I guess it wasn't a bridge too far for Chad.
Well, to be clear, I don't think he ever bought into the nonsense he was dishing out. But I do think that he thought he was going to get away with it.
Yeah.
I think the lure of the sex, the money, this girl of his dreams kind of really just put him in the dark for a minute. And talk about being in the dark. Like he thought all his, you know, the kids were dark. He was in the dark, and it was clear that moment it's over, and he knew it.
Yeah. Yeah, without a doubt. How do you think his kids are handling this now? They were for quite a while on his side. We saw it in an interview last year, all of them believing that their dad had, you know, nothing to do with this. He was framed. We heard that. We haven't seen or heard from any of them really since. But I'm wondering if they have wrapped their mind around the reality of what their dad truly is.
You would think they would by now, but I will say this. I see a lot of times and have seen a lot of times where family members go into a shell. as much as they possibly can. They don't want to hear about anything. They don't watch anything. They try to stay away from it. And maybe we have that situation here. But gosh, it's just got to make them wonder, my dad was capable of killing 2 children.
Mhm.
That's a big pill to swallow.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I wonder, sometimes are some minds even able to process that, or is the only path forward to just continue to deny it because the reality is just too harsh? We saw Melanie Gibb on the stand, and we heard that infamous phone call that we heard during Lori's trial, and her testimony as well. Very much showing Chad being very involved in the conversations and in what was going on, and not so much just this guy on the side that was only doing her bidding. What was your reaction to her testimony?
No, I agree with you. He's got no way out here.
Mm-hmm.
When you add up all the pieces, as we're watching right now, them put together these phone conversations and his words out of his own mouth, his ship is sunk.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it on his face. And, I think this is just a matter of time going through the motions personally.
Sick of the ads?
We are too.
Start listening with no commercials now and get access to all of our episodes in advance of everyone else.
Become a True Crime Today Premium Plus subscriber on Apple Podcasts.
Search True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts or go to our podcast page and sign up now.
True Crime Today Premium Plus.
Sign up now.